Hello, goddesses. This is Mia, your mystic therapist, and I am here to do a tarot reading for the divine feminines, for the dark feminines, because queen, you deserve princess treatment. So let me spoil you real quick, okay? Cleanse the energy from the last session for the men. Guide, goddess, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, higher self. Connect me with the divine feminines who is in tune with this video. Show me what they need to see. Archangel Michael asks that you cast a shield of protection around the viewers. Cast a shield of protection around me. Show me what the goddesses need to see right now. What does the queens, the empresses, the princesses, the goddess, what do y'all little sexy girls need to see? Can I have a past, present, future, and advice card for the goddesses? Oh. What is the advice for the queens, honey? Oh, baby. Why is the world card here? I'm hearing, let it all fall apart, because it's coming together. Why is the King of Swords here? Standards, boundaries, morals, values, principles, respect. We love that. Six of Cups. It started pouring out my mouth. I couldn't even say it fast. Oh gosh. This is touching. The sister wound is coming up here, goddess. The sister wound is coming up. Why is the Tower card here? Damn, I'm not interested, but we got to talk about it because it hurts. I feel the pain. I'm a woman. I don't like it. Honey, you could have your way right now. The goddesses, you could have your way right now. But yeah, I see that you had to go through some grief processing. A lot of y'all are maybe crying over spilled milk, or you were. I feel like this Aries new moon last week, you probably were really crying over spilled milk. But it's all right. So in the past energy, you know, there was a cycle complete in your life. You know, I think what I'm seeing here is there was a cycle that you were in that was dishonoring you. It wasn't fully honoring the truth of who you are, because you are not fully honoring the truth of who you are. And it has something to do with your long-term stability, relationships, commitment, and things like that. So some of you may have, maybe there was a cycle in your relationship with your partner that you set a boundary with so that you can get it back on into alignment with good health. Or some of you ended a cycle with a previous partner, you know, and because you know that you deserve better, you know what you want, you know you deserve more, and this person simply just could not hold that frequency, or they were not showing up in that way. So it looks like you have to set some boundaries. And so right now I see that the divine feminine is prioritizing herself, and I love that. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The divine feminine knows that her big daddy, her real sugar poppy, her real big daddy is God, the divine, the goddess, the universe. That's your big daddy. And even if you got a man or you got multiple, whatever works, you know, the spirit realm is the one who's pouring the blessings through them and onto you. So you know that connecting to the divine, and you know, you don't need certain things that you thought you needed to be okay. Now this is very interesting. I am not one of those women who are going to say we don't need a man. No, I love men. I think that men and women are meant to complement and balance each other. But what I will say is, before 1970, we were not even allowed to have a credit card. Yes, a lot of our grandmothers and great-grandmothers were married. They had husbands, but a lot of the times they were abused. They did not have financial independence. They did not have the ability to choose. They had to take what was given. And if they ever stood up against them, they were slain, killed. Trigger warning, I want to tell a story. One day I'll tell y'all stories about my family lineage. There's been a lot that's happened, and it's been hard for them. And it's just been a lot. A lot of us have had family members who have experienced death at the hands of their partners, and abuse, financial, emotional, mental, physical, sexual. And Us women in this millennial, we don't have to go through that if we stand in our power. So what I'm seeing here as a woman is that you're doing that. You're making sure that you have your funds. Can you take care of yourself? Because you can't really control how a man shows up completely. Like, you may have influence by your frequency, but everybody is their own unique person, whether you're lesbian or with a man, whatever, right? You have to take care of you, is what you learn. And then also, I'm seeing that there was some deficits when it came to your childhood that you were not taken care of. Maybe that was emotionally. Maybe you even had to become hyper independent at a point. So there was a part of you that wanted to give your power away to being taken care of by a man. But what I am seeing is that you have to do a lot of inner work to learn that you have to provide for yourself. You have to be to yourself what you want a partner to be. And listen, honey, I'm saying all this, there's nothing in my words right now that is telling you that there's anything wrong with being a kept woman, okay? With having a partner who takes care of you, who pays all the bills, who loves you down, having a healthy relationship with a man. I would never say that, but what I will say is, when you don't have a sense of stability on your own, you become a vibrational match to predators and some people who might want to take advantage of you. So I do see that for my women, for my divine feminines, you have learned the lessons that you have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet so that you can choose your man, honey. It's not always about being chosen by a man. No, you get to choose. There's many of them, all shapes, sizes, flavors. You know, honey, there's a lot of men out there. You get to choose the best one for you, but you have to have a certain sense of stability to do that. So I see with the King of Swords, you have learned discernment. Discernment is become your best friend, honey. Discernment, okay? Period. But here's something that I'm also seeing here. There's a need for you to heal your mother wound with this 6 of Cups energy, right? I do see that in the past you have struggled with feelings of maybe some jealousy, some envy, people withholding the truth from you, you not really fully feeling safe, stable, and steady in certain relationships. I do see that there has been a lot of judgment that you have experienced, and I do see that you have also dished them out too. So there's a need for you to heal the sister wound. There's a need for you to heal the mother wound, your feminine, your feminine energy, because this is the thing that the divine feminines must understand. Us divine feminines, we can work, but we're not meant to work like a man. Like, I can't work a 40-hour a week or 50, 60-hour a week, 8 hours a day job. No. I would get, like, I remember at a time in my life when I used to do that, I would get migraines all the time because I'm psychic. So I'm taking in all this energy. Hold on, y'all, let me fix my hair. I actually have a veil on. Isn't it cute? Look, I'm trying to get my bangs and my veil. Isn't this so cute though? Ooh, right? I could put it over my face, but I want you to see me because I want to see you, you know? Anywho, cute, right? Anywho, I know, can y'all, anyhow, it's giving fabulous, but I really can't see it. But y'all let me know, is it in place? If not, whatever, I still look cute, okay? Anyway, coming back to your reading, it's giving, you know, it's time to heal those sister wounds because we need to love each other. We need community. And when it comes to the divine feminines, what makes us happy as women before this toxic patriarchal culture is dancing around the fire with a group of women. And I cannot wait to bring that energy back. I can't wait to have women coming together, standing around the fire, doing their full moon and new moon rituals, dancing. I would say nude, but we don't have to go there that far. But I'm like growling and doing our Kali Ma. You know what I mean? Being the wild woman that we truly are, because we are wild women. We are, and we need to be able to fully release this in a safe environment. And I want to do this with women, and I just love you guys so much. And I get the chance to do this individually with clients here and there, but it would be so nice to be able to have a group of women come together. But baby, the way that women be being so mean, so catty, so judgmental, just towards each other, it's like, is it going to be safe? It's just, women can be so judgmental towards each other, you know, and so jealous of each other and so catty towards each other. I hate that. And it's like, we're supposed to be dancing naked around the fire and conjuring up goddess energy for world healing and world peace on the world, on the earth. But people judging somebody because they got a bigger this or a smaller that, or they man doing this, or they got this job, or they got this amount of money and not that amount of money, or they made this decision, or they're still healing, or this, or y'all sleeping with each other's partners. Ew, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? I don't usually curse on my videos, but I don't agree with that behavior. It's nasty. It's disrespectful. I hate that. When you are a woman who worships and is in tune with the goddess, when you see another woman as a goddess too, your sister, why would you fuck her partner? Why would you have sex with somebody else's partner? That is disgusting. I understand that people have to get their bills paid and that a lot of married men are the easiest and they be spending. I get it. I get that mistresses has been around since forever. But when you are on the divine feminine path, you understand that there is another frequency that we need to embody on this earth, and that is honor, dignity, respect, pride, respecting your sister, you know what I mean? And knowing that what you put out will come back to you. You can't be doing that. I don't like that. It actually makes me it bothers me so much. The reason why not, thank God, because I'm an Aries, honey. It's not a good idea. Ugh. Okay? But what I will say is, we're listening to this music. I think Bunnaby, she's so cute. I like her. She's a cute girl. But honey, she got this new song and everybody just singing it and chanting it. Oh, I'll sleep with your man. What? Do you have any morals, boundaries, respect? And then you would be mad if somebody did it to y'all and y'all be wondering why everybody be getting killed. People, you turn around, this mistress has killed the wife, and the wife has killed the husband, and the husband has killed the mistress. The best friend is so jealous that she killed her best friend. They lynched the best friend. It's like, girl. It's not just, and then it's like, when you go on social media, it's all these N-word guys is this and men is that and this and third. Yes, a lot of them are not cute, the men. A lot of them they need help. They really do. Some of them deserve what the goddess Kali Ma is going to bring to them, right? But we have to come back and take some personal accountability as women too. I'm not going to sit here and only hold men accountable. We're not going to sit here and only hold men accountable. Women, we have to hold ourselves accountable too. You want sisterhood. You want true joy. You want true happiness. You want a good life. But are you a good friend? Are you a judgmental girl? Do you destroy other people's homes, whether they're happy or not? A partnership is a partnership. You know what I mean? What do you stand for? And if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. That's fine. But when it comes to a sister circle, especially the ones that I am going to be having in the future in other countries, with all of the goddesses, I have clients all over the United States. All of my clients and my new ones who are coming to me, who's going to come to these circles, we are going to have a safe space where we could talk, where we can pray, where we can dance, where we can love each other, where we can do our rituals, we can honor the goddess. And if you are a woman who is not a safe space, you are not invited. You are going to be excluded from all of the goodies, all of the goodness, because I want my girls to feel safe and I want to feel safe. So women, sister wound, sister wound, sister wound. I love you. This is not coming from a place of, girls, please, let's do better. Like, as a woman, do better. I'm not saying you got to be a girl's girl, because one thing I will say is, like, a lot of girls are not girls like some girls are just as horrible as, you know, whatever. But be a goddess, be a woman's woman. Respect other women, respect women, and respect yourself as a woman. And I also want to say, for the women who struggle with jealousy, honey, I want to have understanding, because as a shadow work practitioner, I understand that jealousy is just you operating in a frequency of lack. You're seeing something in another person that you want to experience within yourself. I would highly recommend doing some shadow work on that and really transmuting jealousy into inspiration. Be inspired by, you know, another person who is doing better than you in something, or more evolved than you in a certain area, right? Be inspired by them, and see, it's not the woman that you got to be jealous of. It's the maybe it's the characteristics or the quality or the habit that they're doing that, you know, you might want to experience. So work on embodying that within yourself. And when I say embodying that within yourself, I'm not talking about them. You don't want to be a copycat energy vampire siphoning girl. But if this person is more cute or whatever, maybe she put an extra 40 minutes into making sure she looked cute. Maybe she goes to the gym. Maybe she did her makeup. Maybe she did her hair. Maybe she's not dealing with a toxic man who's making her look ugly. You know, maybe she has better healthy habits. So learn from those habits, be inspired, so that you're not making her feel unsafe, you know, because it's not her fault that you haven't put energy into that area of your life, you know. So turn that jealousy into inspiration and into motivation for yourself. Women, we don't have to be in competition with each other. It hurts my heart and my soul, because I am a woman who has been on Earth and in other planets, honestly, but I have reincarnated a lot of times, and I have done a lot of rituals with women and girls, and we have done the spells together, we have manifested together, and even in this life I have led group rituals with women, new moon rituals in the forest, full moon rituals, helping us to release what no longer serves us, and call in our meditations. It has been outstanding. It has been beautiful. And the fact that a lot of women can't experience that because you're not a safe woman, or if you were bought into this circle, you would disturb the frequency, you know, it's not cute. It's not cute. So I know that this is intense, that I'm saying to you right now, but it is what it is. We got it. If you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. But I know that a lot of women may not agree with what I'm saying. Some people don't mind sleeping with other people's partners. I don't agree with that, and I don't think that that's very cute. And I understand that this music is telling you to do it and they're glorifying it, but I want you to know that the music is spells, the media is spells. The 1% who is trying to keep you in the lower vibration so you don't connect to your goddess self is literally glorifying these artists on purpose, okay? So that you can program your brain with this thinking. It's okay. You can't say you want a man who loves you and is obsessed with you and who is your divine counterpart and your partner, and you get to love him. You know, really come down into your heart of hearts and be honest about the fact that you want it all. You don't, maybe there's a part of you that doesn't believe you get to have it all, but you get to have it all. What if you get to have that healthy, loving relationship and things like that? But how are you a vibrational match to that if you're out here, you know, being something that you're not, you know, I'm a dark goddess, baby. I mess with Hecate, Kali Ma, Lilith, you know, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to be very honest with you. And I want us, the reason why I'm saying all this is because it's time for us to heal with this advice card. And, you know, look in the mirror with this Tower card. Maybe there's been some disruptions in your life. Let it all fall. It might be time for introspection. But I promise you, if you want to be a part of the goddess movement, not the fake, like everybody just putting on a cute outfit, trying to take a picture to look cute, you know, for the gram and for the pictures and the, you know, that's fine. But like really getting into it, like really getting into it, like really honoring the goddess within and honoring the goddess and bringing healing energy onto this planet, bringing healing feminine energy onto this planet and embodying it in yourself so that your energy heals the men just by simply existing, so they get to see that there's another type of energy on this planet. They can respect a woman because they know you, right? And women, let me tell you something else we have the power to do. And I'm about to drop a gem for the girls, honey. Are you ready, girls? Are you ready? Girl. Okay? Let's get into it with the sex magic, right? It doesn't, you don't have to be doing it to do that, right? When a man is sending you his sexual energy, you can literally take that energy into your womb. You can literally rotate it in your womb, clean it out, clear it out like a freaking, when you're washing clothes at the laundromat or whatever in the dryer, and you can send it back into his heart. We have, as an infinity, between men and women, we're like the infinity symbol. Your womb has the power to make a man more loving. And you don't even have to be intimate with him to do that. I'm gonna share something with y'all, how this worked. I remember I used to hide my body a lot for a few years, because when I first started working as a creative arts therapist, a dance movement therapist, I would be working and it would be men there, and they would be, instead of focusing on, like, I worked at as a therapist at the family court in Philly. The guys were, the men were supposed to be visiting their children for a few hours, spending time with their kids. Instead, they were coming up to me, asking me about my locks. Oh, how long have you been growing your locks? What do you like to do for fun? You know, trying to flirt. And I wasn't even like showing any body parts or anything like that. I was just being a woman, just being present. Honestly, I was interning. I was working and interning. And then I remember when I was my first therapy internship at a psychiatric outpatient unit, I was just new. This is all new to me. I'm a student at Drexel University in Philly. I'm at this psych unit, and I'm in a circle of a movement group with men. I'm wearing fully clothes, and it's people getting erections. It just made me so uncomfortable. You know, I'm in my early 20s. I just felt so uncomfortable, and I felt like maybe it was my fault because I'm distracting these men from, you know, healing. And so it made me feel shame, honestly. I can't believe I said that out loud, but it did. It made me feel like I was too distracting in my job, my beauty. So I used to tone it down. But I remember years ago, after I got out of I got out of a serious relationship with the partner that y'all saw probably on here I was with. I went outside, you know, I started going outside a little bit more, not to the club or anything, but to the store, you know what I mean? Like, because me and him were together a lot, but I started to do a lot of things solo, and I would feel men sexual energy coming towards me, and I'm psychic too, so sometimes I would hear their thoughts, and I would literally see the visions of what they were envisioning, which was them being intimate with me. They would be saying some of the nastiest things in their minds about me, and they would be presenting, you know, like trying to talk to me or whatever. And I'm just trying to get a sandwich. I'm just trying to go to lunch. You know, I'm just trying to go get me some food. And it's a chef here and his boy, and the boy is thinking of all the nasty things he wants to do to me. And I feel that energy in my body, and I see it, and it made me feel so icky and uncomfortable. So one of the ways that I've learned to channel this sexual energy as a psychic and receive it in a better way was honestly training camp, right? And what was that? Going to the gym. At the gym. Now listen, girls, this is like, I'm really telling y'all, like, I'm getting vulnerable with y'all. This may be like, y'all might be like, what the heck? But girl, listen. When I go to the gym, curvy girl, so you know, muscular, really muscular men, they love my body. So like they like really be just, I just was feeling their sexual energy coming towards me. But because I was moving my body, I was able to like tolerate it a little bit better, because it's like they're sending it and I'm dispelling it. They're sending it and I'm dispelling it. But being in those environments with having to transmute these energies so intensely, it helped me to learn to tolerate more attraction from men. But learning sex magic from the goddess Isis and Lilith. And this is not sex magic meaning putting a man under a spell or trying to steal his money or steal his soul. Not the succubus kind, right? I'm talking about true divine masculine, divine feminine alchemy and sex magic. I've learned that I don't always have to work so hard to block energy. I can't help the fact that God has made me as good looking as I am. Like, this is what I look like. I'm a goddess. Like, of course I'm going to look good. This is, you know, but here's the thing. When you receive this energy from men, you can take it in your womb, circulate it, and send it back to their hearts. And you know what that does for me? Men are so kind to me. Everywhere I go, it's giving princess treatment. I will be honest. Like, they're always holding the doors for me. They call me queen. You know, they just are kind for the most part. I would say, I'm not saying everybody's a good person, but fortunately, I would say at least 80%, 85% of my male interactions are quite respectful and positive, and I'm very grateful for that. And that's because I've learned to transmute their energy into love. You send me that sexual energy, I emanate love from my heart into you. Or I block your energy. I do my best to block energy too, because I don't be feeling like doing that all the time. It can be very draining. But what I'm saying here is, that is one of the secrets. I don't know why I started telling this story. But that's one of the secrets that if you are able to come into a goddess circle, that you will learn how to do. And this is why it's important for us women who want real sisterhood to become safe sisters and safe women for others, because women like me have wisdom to share, and women like you have wisdom to share. Women, we're supposed to come together and share our wisdom with each other and help each other. You know, we're supposed to love each other. How are we going to do a group spell together if you don't want the shorty next to you to have what's best? You're going to mess up the whole vibe. So you gotta get into those sister wound energy. A book I recommend for you is called Shadow King. Read Shadow King and book a session with me. I got you, boo. Last but not least, health. So this is a season where you are supposed to be taking care of your health more. So, you know, are you hydrating enough? Do you got the electrolytes and the hydration? You know what I mean? Like, are we doing the vegetables? What are we having intimacy with people who care about us? Because that, what you're taking into your womb is going to manifest externally. How are we taking care of our health? Are we moving our bodies? So this is a time to really take care of your health as a woman and do your shadow work on the sister wound and the mother wound, so that we can come together and manifest world peace. And if we want to get into some destruction magic, send some negative energy to the predators of the world who harms children. Wouldn't that be lovely? So if you would like to book a session with me, Goddess, feel free to click the link in the bio. I love you so much. And yeah, I have an Etsy shop with all these candles and oils. And if you're interested in tarot, I have tarot candles. I have tarot card merch, shirts, hoodies, all the things, girl. Okay? I work with all the gods and goddesses, you know, especially the ones that you like. So we have some Aphrodite oil. We got, you know, I got some more stuff coming soon too, baby. You know? But yeah, let's all become safe women so that we can come together and